Hello and welcome to the Embroidered Elephant. My name is Kim if you haven't seen me before or watched any of my videos. Today I will be going through some of the things I bought on a recent journey to America I took. I spent 2 weeks in America with my beautiful brother and his, my sister-in-law. I had a really nice time and I spent a bit of money on crafting goods. So I'm going to be going through some of the things that I bought, or all of the things that I bought, and I will be talking about where I got them from and give you some advice if you want to buy some things if you're a crafter and you wanted to get some things while you're over there as well. So I have just moved where the camera is. This is so that hopefully you can get a better view of what I have bought as I talk through everything. So I will split the stuff that I bought up. I will split it into yarn and I will split it into sewing stuff as well. So let's begin. You'll see that the room is a little bit messy. I would say sorry, but it's always messy. So I am actually in the process of making a video cleaning up this room because at the moment it is a mess. Ironically, it's a mess because I've got too much stuff, so go figure that. So this big bag of yarn, I can't really say that I bought it from America. It was stuff that I had bought from someone on Instagram. She was having a de-stash, so I bought a lot of that. It's also mixed with stuff that my sister-in-law and my brother has bought for me as well. But while I was over there, I bought a couple of things for myself. So this was the first one. So it's a Karen jumbo ombre yarn. It is beautiful colours. It reminded me of a sunset, and it is colour blush and blue. It's medium. Do I know what I'm going to do with it? No, I don't, but I'll find out soon. And I think that was So the other thing that I bought was this. So it's sugar and cream scrub off, and it is red, white and blue. Can you guess why I bought it? I've never seen this before. I don't know if it's available in the UK, maybe online. This is sort of a scrubby yarn. I'm not sure if you can see the texture. So I'll be interested to crochet that up and obviously to make a few dishcloths. And if I like it, maybe I'll get some more next time I'm over. Just checking, it does have the pattern on the inside, which is nice. And the colour is Beach House. I'm going to say red, white and blue. So that yarn I'm not counting because technically I didn't buy it on my holiday. So there's two things. Next thing I'm going to go through, this is a little bit random. So there's a store near my brother that's called Dig and Save, or that's what it's known by. It's, the impression I get is it's big bins full of things that charity shops, thrift stores, either don't sell or won't sell, and they just put them all in there and hope that they all get sort of picked up by someone or sold, I'm assuming before they go to the dump. So these are just some stickers. They're quite old school, but they're quite cute as well. Not sure how well I'm advertising them. So I can't actually tell you how much these were because I don't know, you pay by the cartful. So I also bought these little stickers. So they're little mice, they're quite cute. They are very Christian. I'm not religious myself, so I don't know whether I can adapt to them in one way so that I would use them. But these stickers, I thought they were really cool. They are printed in 1980, so they've done quite well. Still cute. If you can hear that, clearly my other half's in a good mood. I got some cards off of my sister-in-law's auntie makes cards. They are absolutely beautiful. She insisted I took a few and I could not resist. How beautiful is that? I will not be able to give them away though, because yeah, they're very special. So they're hand painted. I can tell that she's used a felt tip. They're hand painted, hand decorated, put together, and as a fellow artist, crafter, I can imagine the amount of work and time that went into creating these. And she does actually have a YouTube channel, so I will, if I get her link, I will link her below. So those, I didn't technically buy those, but I did get them whilst I was over. I got this book while I was over, Home Sewn Home. So 20 projects to make for the retro home. So I don't actually remember where I got this from. I think it was either a thrift store or a second-hand bookstore. But I just really liked some of the patterns in there. So like an old school apron. It has got a travel shoe bag, it's got some coat hangers, it's got sleep mask, bathroom, it's got some like laundry bags. Wouldn't necessarily make that, but it's got a shower cap. I just really liked some of the ideas that were in there. I always like buying things that are firstly second hand and also quite old school, because I just like the ideas that it has. It's nothing like it. Getting it sort of retro things. I quite like the retro projects. That's what I'm trying to say. And that is by Sally Walton. So yeah, I can't really show you better than that. Yeah, that's one book that I bought. Oh yeah, so it's £6.98. So it was from a second-hand bookshop. It was just a bookshop full of second-hand books, as the name suggests. But that doesn't necessarily mean that they were of bad quality. We don't really have similar in the UK that I'm aware of. We probably do. Maybe Oxfam would be similar. I got this, which is Quilting Colour Magic, and I don't know where I got this from. This is quite cool. It goes through the colour wheel, some different ideas, so you've got it quite often displayed throughout, and how they've used different colours. Goes through colour harmonies, different ideas like that. I don't think that was very expensive, which was one of the reasons I got it. Then there was this, so fabric applique. So again, this was from the Dig and Save. So this was very cheap. Again, I'm not quite sure what I'll use it for, but I thought that it was really cute. So a little cowboy rabbit then. Yeah, it's a little howdy. So I need to get a couple of things for this. So I need fusible web, so heat and bond, and dimensional paints. I mean, I'm not a fan of dimensional paints, so I probably won't use them, but yeah, I thought that was cute. Then I got this from a thrift store. So this is about adjusting clothing patterns to fit different body types. Although I don't buy patterns or make clothes for myself very often, I think that this would help. So how to alter patterns to flatter any figure. So goes through how to take your shape, finding your fit and your style. Then it goes through how to adjust patterns. And it's got some ideas of how to adjust patterns as well. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. So I have just come back from food, so it is quite a bit later, but hopefully you can still see me okay. The light is literally right above me, so not ideal, but neither is not finishing this video. So I was going through the books that I bought. So the next one is this one, which was 50 cents. So it's McCall's Home Fashion Sew It book. So I know I bought a similar one for my mother-in-law, and it was one of the best ones, apparently. I bought the one for her, which was just the fashion, or is a book about sewing, I think. It's quite an old school one. So it's got all different, again, it's got all different techniques in it about making curtains. I definitely don't think that I'll be making those. How to sew a bed cover, a fitted bed cover, how to sew cushions, different types of cushions, tablecloths, all sorts. So I really liked that. So I got that. And 50 cents is a bargain. Next I got a couple of things. So these, the next few things that I've got, these were from my mother-in-law. Yes, my brother's mother-in-law, so I don't know if she's my mother-in-law or not. I can't keep up with all of that stuff. So she was going through a lot of her books and her crafting supplies, and she was giving them to myself and my sister-in-law. So this was one of them. So Needlework Plus, Simplicity's how-to book, and I just thought it was really cute. So it's got some crochet in there, different techniques, so crochet blankets and scarves and rugs and plique, quilting, all sorts of different things. There was that one. I won't go through it fully because it's yeah, because I don't need to. These were some bits that fell out of the thing. They have got her name on it, so I'm not going to show them. It's got little how to yarn. It's a little guide. How to buy yarn, how to wind it, how to cast it on. I think this may have been something she got from school. There's a little example of it. So it's quite old school. I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate me saying that. This came out of the... Yeah, so it says 9th Home Ec. So I think this is Home Economics. Ooh. So it says, assignment, complete one project from each of the 4 areas below, besides the sample from each demonstration. So there's one machine sewing, one for crafts, one for needlework and one for hand sewing. And it says, have a project to work on continually. Home is where the heart is. So that's quite cute. Hopefully you can see that. I can't see if that's zoomed in enough or not. So I didn't realise I got that. That's quite cool. So that was obviously her mum's book from school. So then this is probably the easiest one to show you. So it's Book of Country Crafts. So again, this just has various little ideas in it. So it's got rugs, these little animals, wooden animals, they're quite cute. It has, trying to find it, yeah, lots of little ideas, cross stitch, various little things. So that's that. Then there was a couple of things that she had taken out of books, so this was quite sweet. So Simply Ducky. So it's a crochet blanket and it's cross stitched. There's some ducks with bows on it. I thought that was really cute. It's in 2 pages. One's with the design, one's with the picture. This one was quite sweet. So again, she'd taken it out. Sweetheart, it's called. This cross stitch. I quite liked the idea of it. It's very intricate. I'm not sure I have the patience for it, but this one. So hurry, sweet, furry friends of to make. I'm trying to read it backwards, but clearly not doing a very good job. So this has a lot of. So it came with pattern. I'm not going to take it all out. It's got ones for the teddy, the bunny. Also got polar bear and a puppy as well. So there's 4 different animals to make. So the 4 that are here, and these remind me of some that I used to have when I was younger. And then the last one is this. So this is a transfer. Now I need to look up, or I need to read the instructions properly. I think the main way to use it is, does it say what you need? After experimenting with the test, cut out the transfer, including the margin, following the timing and heat setting determined by the test, repeat the procedure given above. So it's basically you iron it onto clothes. So you use these little test hearts to see the correct temperature, and then you can put it on, I don't know, a dish cloth, kitchen towel, something like that, or you can put it on a t-shirt or whatever really. So that's a quick run through. The next couple of things I'm going to go through are things that I got at an estate. I keep saying that. It's because we don't have estate sales here that often, or maybe we do have them in England and I just never pay attention. Estate agent is what follows estate usually, so I keep getting it mixed up. So this is a couple of things I got from an estate sale. So this is handmade, so it's cross stitched. It's got a little bell on it. It was $1.50, which is an absolute bargain if you consider how much time went into making this. So this is a plastic frame. I'm not too keen on it because it's not tight enough, and where it's been, you can see it's quite loose at the back. There's not enough fabric for me to pull it out, so I think I might have to replace it. I'm just a bit wary because if I do take it out, I want to make sure that there's enough fabric so that it doesn't get lost without a frame. Hopefully that makes sense. So there's that one that I fell in love with. The next one I absolutely fell in love with. I walked past it a couple of times, I saw it and I had to get it. So this is again a cross stitch. So I don't know how well you can see that. It's 3 girls in the rain and one of the girls is feeding a goose. So this is hand painted as well. It's not part of the original design and it was $3. Again, you consider the amount of time that went into making this. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the colour as well of the Ada. I haven't seen Ada in that colour. It's a sort of a light blue colour. It's beautiful. And there you can see the rain and the puddles as well. So on the back it says cheers card, and it's got in brackets spring showers, and it's dated August the 8th, 1986. So yeah, it's beautiful. So I will definitely be hanging that. Probably, if you know where my hanging geese are, I'll probably be hanging it near them. Those were both from estate sales. So some of the other things I got from the estate sale. It was beautiful. I think that I don't know whether the person had passed away or whether they'd moved out. I'm not sure of the circumstances, but it was a beautiful house and there were so many crafts in there. So this presumably woman, or I don't know if she was living with a husband, whether it was a husband that was crafty. We know it's more likely to be a woman, just due to the ages. There were so many crafty things there. There was a room full of fabrics. There were so many quilted things. There were so many wooden things. There were so many cross-stitch things. Handmade blankets and cushions and all sorts. It was beautiful. Wish I could have taken pictures, but I think that might have been a little bit rude. So a couple of things that I was looking for while I was there is I really wanted something that dictated. I really wanted something that displayed a cardinal. So if you don't know what a cardinal is, it is a red bird that is the state bird for many of the states in America. So this is the general shape it is, or the way that it's displayed. So this was a little set that was available. I think it was $1 or so. So it's got a little hanger at the top with a heart on it, and this is obviously plain wood. You can hear that. Okay, it's plain wood, and I am going to paint this red. I think it might have a black part on its head or a black beak, something like that. So that will be a project that I can do. The other 2 birds that it came with, I don't know whether these could maybe be female cardinals. I don't know if they are a different shape. I must admit I'm not as experienced on birds or cardinals as I maybe could be. These are 2, so they'll be quite cute once they're painted. And interestingly, she left the receipt in there. So each of these, it has a code on the back. So it's they were $2.98 each originally. I don't know if that's the date. It says 08/11/98. Yeah, it doesn't say when she... Oh yes, it doesn't. It does, sorry. She bought these 03/05/1997. So that was the year after I was born. So there was she bought quite a lot, and yeah, it's I don't know, I find it interesting to look at old receipts and things. 1997, so they're doing pretty well. I wonder whether eventually I'm going to be like that I get into older age and I've got all these projects that I wish that I could have done or started, and it's just never got around to it. None of us want to be that person. Or maybe we do. I don't. So that was, I think it was $1 or $2 from the estate sale. Next, she had quite a few patterns. So I believe it was like 4 patterns for $2, I think maybe. Or $3. I can't remember. It was less than $5. So this one, mother-in-law, if you are watching, that's my mother-in-law. Look away for a second. So this is a pattern that I will be making for my mother-in-law. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's something that she will be hopefully very interested in. It is called Taking Shelter, and I will be able to make it hopefully out of felt. It looks as though they've made it out of felt, and that would probably be easier because obviously it wouldn't fray. Yeah, so that is the requirements for it. You can see that. Yeah, so that's a project I will do maybe for a Christmas present or a birthday present, depending on how long it takes me. You can look away now if you were watching in the first place. So next one is mittens. So these were really cute. So they are obviously little mittens, and they've got little appliques on them. So I can see, I haven't opened it yet, but I can see that she's cut out the shapes. She's cut it out of felt as well. So I wonder whether a few of these have been completed, or maybe she was just preparing for it. So it looks as though she has just cut out the shapes. So I don't know if this is just thicker paper. It looks shiny on the back, which I'm not sure I've seen before. Yeah, so it looks as though she has made those. So these I'd only really be able to use for applique. They wouldn't be enough for the mittens, so obviously she's made them previously, which is fine. So it looks as though you iron the design on. So I don't know if you can see that really faint. Yeah, in certain lines you can. So very faint sort of flower. So that's what she's probably done. I don't think that I would have enough room. No, so I'd only have room to do one. So I'll need to get some felt for those, but that is fine. It's just reminded me actually, one of the things that she did have that I'd be really, really tempted to buy, but I was very conscious of space and actual time that I have as well. So she had bought fabric specific for a quilt that she was going to make. It was a stained glass window design. I can't remember exactly what was in it. And she'd bought literally all of the fabric she needed. It must have been at least 30 bits of fabric, presumably fat quarters or fat eighths, or it could have been up to meters, I'm not entirely sure. But I knew, I think it was $5, something like that. I knew it was a really good bargain. It was definitely worth a lot more than that. But as I said, the colours weren't exactly for me, which helped me make a decision, and I thought I'd leave it for someone else. So yeah, I've bought, that was my next one. So it's mittens, and it's designed by Rachel T. Pellman, Rachel's of Greenfield. The next one I bought, so originally it was bought for $3.50. It's called Liberty Homestead, and it is this little pattern. They really remind me of the Queen's Guards. That's why I bought it. And it does come with some little stars as well. That's them. All the tin soldiers as well. They look like tin soldiers. Tin soldiers, that's the one. Tongue twister. And the last one that I bought was this quilter's rucksack. So again, it had some pretty designs on it. And I just thought it would be nice. Obviously I make a lot of bags. I make a lot of drawstring bags, so I thought it might be nice to make something different. This was by BSR Design Inc. I'm not sure that it has a don't think it has a date on it. It probably does somewhere, and obviously she bought that for $6 originally. So yeah, absolute bargain. The next thing I bought from the estate sale is it's got all the bits in it. Or it did originally. I'm not sure if it still does because I had it in my bag for ages. So it says $6.50 on it. I'm not sure if I paid $6.50 or not. Maybe I did. It's a cow paw toy and it is beautiful. I think it's really cute anyway. So it's obviously handmade. It's got the little wooden base with it, and it is by Gooseberry Hill, 1881, Country Craft Patterns. And the pattern itself, or the kit, was made in 1984. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to making that. If you can't tell, I have a little bit of an obsession with the cows. Yeah, that is it for the moment. My camera's running out, so I will meet you tomorrow. So now we are on to the fabric. I will again go through this quite quickly. I won't harp on anything for too long. Again, there's quite a lot. And I will be looking to do a series with this fabric, and maybe do a video on each item and see what I do with it. Let me know what you think about that. I think that it will be quite interesting. The good part about that is that they will be shorter videos, so easier to watch, quicker to watch obviously, and yeah, perfect. So to begin with, I will go through the thrift store. So this was the first one, 99 cents. So there's a quilt that was going to be made, and it's for the bears. I believe they're Chicago bears, but yeah. So that's all cut up, so that will be a project. Yeah, so there's red and there's like navy blue, plain navy blue fabric as well as obviously the printed ones. So that was 99 cents. This one was 99 cents, but it was half price at the thrift store. So this was about 50 cents, I suppose. There's lots of fabric in there. It's all been cut. I will have to look at some different types of quilting techniques to see what she was intending to do with them. They are very specific shapes. So I'll have a look. That was a bargain though. Next is this panel for Christmas. It's got snowmen on it, which is pretty cute. I'm really into panels at the moment. You will be able to see the Christmas panel. Then there is I'm not going to unfold it all. There is a set to make a snowman with. So here's a 3D one. So you cut everything out and obviously make him. It's another Christmas one. And she, presumably a woman, this person has already made the nose, which is handy. Next is these panels. There's 4 panels, I think. Again, Christmas. I think that they are probably for cushions. And lastly is this. panel to make a 3D mini tree, Christmas tree out of. So there are those. Next I will go through what I was gifted by my sister-in-law. So we went to an antique shop. In there was a fabric book. It was 50 cents. I really wanted it, but I didn't have any change. So my sister-in-law bought it and she gave me the panels that she didn't want. So again, very quick, just an example. They have pictures of obviously all the animals in. So sheep. We've got dog and puppies. And horse and foal. So there's those ones. Some fabric that I believe that she got for free. This is quite antique, pretty cool looking. It's got loads of different things on there. They used to be a pair of curtains, I think. Yeah, whoever it was didn't want them anymore, so they were giving them away. Right, that was from you. I believe this was from my sister-in-law as well. Or she might have had two pairs of curtains, I think. This was from my, I think it was from my sister-in-law. Maybe this was free as well. Some fabric. And this is beautiful as well. So this was a tablecloth, or is a tablecloth. It's got strawberries on it and they are so cute because they look like they've been painted. They're really, really cute. So yeah, and then new fabric from my sister-in-law. So this purple, very vibrant, purple, pink and blue and green. It's beautiful. It's t-shirt material, so it'll be interesting to see what I do with that. Stretchy. Next, I'm going to go through new fabric. So I bought this from, not Joann's, Joann's, I think. We bought it from Joann's. So this was, or is, some seagulls stealing some chips, which reminded me of being at home at the seaside. It's beautiful. That's a fat quarter. Next, I bought a yard of this Monsters Inc. fabric. It's very bright neon colours, which is beautiful. Next, obviously some Stitch Experiment 626 fabric. I think I bought a yard of this as well. Next, this was an offcut. They were having a sale. So Joann sells all of their fabric offcuts, remnants. They roll them up and they sell them like that. They sell them for a reduction, but they didn't have the reduced price on there, I don't think, unless I just completely got lost. And they were having a further sale on all of their remnants. So this, which I believe is over a yard, is beautiful. So this is like a fluffy, it's the sort of material that you have for pyjamas, you know, winter pyjamas. It's quite fluffy, it's quite stiff, brushed cotton I think it's called. So it's obviously loads of hand puppets, hand shadow puppets. So this is really cute. Shadow puppets, I think they're called. So they're really cute. This ended up only being, I think, $1, which if I'd have known at the time, I would have gone back and bought the whole lot of remnants because it was an absolute steal. So $1 for this, and again it's over a yard as well, or just under. This was a remnant as well. This is cotton, and it is giraffes. Very cute. It's 1 yard. So see on here it says 100% cotton, and it just says the price per yard on there. It actually focuses. So I didn't understand how much that was, so I would read that as price per yard is 1 yard, so it's $13. But again, the whole concept went a bit over my head. So, and I was only there for 2 weeks, so I didn't have enough time to use logic, I suppose. This is white fabric, but it has got some flowers on there, if you can see that slightly. Yeah. So this was $3.99. It was less than that, but I can't tell you how much it was. That's cotton as well. This was thicker. This is 0.5 yards, $7.57. 70% polyester and 30% rayon. It's quite a nice fabric. I got this as well, which is beautiful. It is 100% cotton, so it's daisy embroidery. So it's got embroidered daisies on it, which is really cute. And this was meant to be $7.50, but it wasn't. And the last one, I did get this from a thrift shop, but I forgot to say. $1.99 was how much it was meant to be, and it's got stars on it. It's got little red spots, but you can't see them too well. That's $1.99. So all of that, now you can see this big pile. This was everything that I got from the Dig and Save. So again, I did explain it a little bit earlier on in the video. This was all in the homeware section, fabrics, a lot of everything. There was a lot of things to look through. This is what I picked out. So very random, but this reminds me of my nan's kitchen. So it's a whole roll, and it has got lots of different farmyard animals on it. So it's got cows, it's got chicks, it's got chickens, it's got pigs, sheep, you name it. I'm going to make some curtains for my kitchen, because at the moment there's nothing and anyone can see in, and it might protect from the light ever so slightly, maybe. So there's a load of that. I can't tell you the price per item because, as I said before, it's just per cart. So I know for everything that I bought, it was, for everything myself, my sister-in-law and my dad bought, it was $40, which is not a lot at all. So I think if you divided it down by how much I bought, maybe $1 or $2 each for each item, maybe. Probably about $1 really. So there's this, which someone has sewn into a pillowcase. I will be deconstructing this and making it into something else. So I've got loads of chocolates on it. Next was a little quilt that someone made. I couldn't leave this because it's so cute. It hurts me ever so slightly when you see handmade things, especially hand embroidered things, that are just kind of discarded, because you think of the amount of time that someone put into making this. It was very time consuming, I can imagine. Hours and hours. And it's got some little hooks to hang it up as well. So that's cute. Okay. I was just showing you this bed sheet, which is very sort of old school. It's cotton, I am assuming. So this is utterly butchered because, as I said, I was trying to fit everything into my case and I was worried that I wouldn't have enough space. So I cut off, I tried to do it in a straight line with some scissors. It did not go very well. I cut a straight line so that it would just be one piece of fabric rather than having the corners in it as well. If you know what I mean, with the bed sheet, you know, a fitted bed sheet. Next was this little bit of material. It is a napkin. It's got violets on it and it is beautiful. There's just one of those. Next, so this is some dog fabric. It's made of brushed fleece, brushed cotton, I think. This will probably be made into some pyjamas. Definitely for winter because it will be really warm. Next, another bed sheet, 2 bed sheets even. So this was just, I could not leave this. I debated leaving it for about a split second. So this is for a children's bed. So this has got, it just looks so vintage and so characteristic. These have all been washed, by the way. So it's got dinosaurs on it. And just look at the T-Rex's arms. Oh. So I've got some plans to make some clothing out of this. Again, I've got 2 of them. Next, again, another fitted sheet. I was at one point. This got little flowers on it. Little florals. That's quite cute. Delicate. Got some more of that. It's a tea towel. I don't know why, but I really liked it. 100% cotton. Reminded me of Christmas. This is really thick. It's a nice material. I don't know how to show you how thick it is. It's proper woven cotton. Next, I believe at one point this was a curtain maybe? Hung up on someone's window. Oh, it looks like it's upside down. Oh, there's 2 sides to it. So that was hung in someone's house. It's got the deers in it, and it's got lodges and loads of wildlife. Next, leave that till last. So this is very, very stained, and I'm hoping that I can save it. If not, it's not the end of the world. So this was on an oven glove. So you can see it's a Christmas duck, of course. Again, it has got some stains on it. I'm going to put that through the wash with some stain remover to hopefully save it. And again, these are a little bit stained, but they've got poinsettias, I believe is the name of the Christmas flower. These are hand embroidered, so I definitely, again, wanted to save these. So I have 2 of those. They will definitely be coming out at Christmas. I'm going to be benefiting from all the hard work of these beautiful creatives before me, whether they're men or women. This is another Christmas panel. So quite a big one. And then at the bottom you've got some horses. And lastly, this big fluff of fabric. So there was 2 sheets, is not the right word. There were 2 big panels that were available. I took one and I left one for someone else. So I have cut these out again to save on space coming back. But there were, they were sold by 2. So this, again, I think it's poinsettia fabric. It's quilted and it's got the material at the back. Cones, which is really cute, and it's got the lacy design at the top. So these are obviously for stockings. So we've got 2 of those, and we've got 2 of obviously the alternative side. They go together, they just need a lining. I have cut out the instructions as well, directions for the stockings, and I've cut out the instructions for the skirt, for the Christmas tree skirt as well. So I will unfold one side, or a quarter. This is a quarter of it. So you've got, it's showing up a lot brighter than it actually is. So you've got the lacy poinsettia design around the edges as well. So they will obviously match the stockings, which will be beautiful. I am quite interested, or I'm quite intrigued to see how this goes together actually, because as you can see, as I hold the edges together, this bit sticks out. And yes, I definitely did cut it straight, so I am interested to see if that is just a flaw on the pattern, on the fabric even, or whether that is necessary for something. So I've got two of those. Obviously I sew them together to make one skirt for the tree. And I think that that is it. I've just finished filming and I realised I forgot. This was from the estate sale. It's hand quilted. It's a bag. It has stiffener in it. It's wooden. This is sort of a floppy bit of fabric. It's knotted here. It has got a pocket on the inside. And it is obviously lined. And the fabric closes because the handle goes through the top of the bag. When you're holding it, it can't be opened. So yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. So I'm very excited to go through my the fabric I bought from America and show you what I do with each of the projects. So keep an eye out for that series of the different projects that I bought, how I deal with them, what I do with them, where I find my inspiration from. That will be out shortly, hopefully, once I start filming it. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to drop a comment below. Get in touch. My Instagram handle will be below as well. It's @theembroideredelephant. And embroidered is spelt with an R-O-Y, not an R-O-I. The same as my YouTube handle. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care. Bye.